So, hello. It's been a while since I posted, and I wanted to make an update and stuff like that. Kind of a life vlog and stuff. But, um, I recently, 2 weeks ago, quit my job at the photography studio with the doing the prints and everything. And it's mostly because of bad leadership. I hated that it didn't work out the way I wanted it. I kind of posted this a little bit on Twitter. But it was age. It was also because of my dad passing away, and um we just didn't click. He was very confusing, had very poor leadership skills, in my opinion. I felt confused. Kind of one of those guys that think, oh, you need to read his mind and that kind of thing. And for example, um, we were doing portraits for um, like I know for one band for high school, for doing the little portraits. I didn't know it was called collage. I thought it was just headshot portraits or something like that. So he was really confusing on my end because I don't know a whole lot about the photography aspect of things of what certain things are being called. Uh, it was basically when I was hired, quote unquote interview. I wouldn't even call it an interview. It was a 2 hour conversation telling his testimony and stuff like that. Uh, I felt he was unprofessional, but anyways, it, I was doing when I was doing the interview, I was doing more asking more questions than he was. Also, how he didn't really have a register. He had his own little price book stuff I'm not familiar with. There were times where he say, "Oh, it's our fault," and then sometimes blames it on me. Um, Sometimes I forget things, and then there were parts of the times where I would forget things that were not useful anymore, or at least not at that moment. But the final straw was when I was having a meltdown. I could hear him talking behind my back saying, "Oh, I would make a bad wife," uh, which is kind of like, why are you even bring that up? But then there's stuff of his personal life that he told me. Uh, so I'm not spewing this out on the internet. Other than that, but it was just extremely unprofessional. The last straw was it was my fault on my end. I thought the graphic design was complete, and we were having problems communicating with each other. And this was a general issue. Uh, I was having problems. He was having. I was having problems with him communicating with me of like a football team, and the missing players and these players that need to be on the thing. And I'm like, well, what's the okay? I have the name and I have the team number, but I don't see the team number of the kid. So you're not giving me enough information, and extremely vague. And I just well, anyways, I ended up sending it off, and uh, it was the wrong thing. Um, I was thinking it was supposed to be a banner, it's like a vinyl banner, but no, it was supposed to be a poster, a very big, big, big poster, to be exact. Well, he got mad at me for somewhat. I knew I was going to get. Um, I knew he was going to be very this subtle, passive, aggressive kind of thing going on. One, number two, um, I felt like he wasn't. It was partially my fault, but he kind of embarrassed me in front of a guest that was a photographer friend that he usually prints out prints for, and pretty much embarrass me and say, and I have my head down. I'm like, I don't understand. You're being vague. I'm not understanding. And genuinely, I did not understand some of the stuff that he was doing. Like, I could not read his mind. I did not know what he want. It damaged my self-esteem, and it really hurt me. And I had enough, and I just said, I'm going to leave early. And I did. And that moment, I quit. I had enough of him. Because it was supposed to be like a... He hired me because I knew a little bit about Photoshop and graphic design. Um, I knew a little bit of photography, but it's been a while. I'm not big into photography. I just wanted the printing aspect, learning aspect of the photography side of things. And he had too many irons in the fire. That's all I could say. It was just poor management, poor leadership, and it was just ran by him and me, the quote unquote business. He knows people, but whatever. It didn't work out the way I hoped. So I left, and now I'm working floors, and my old work buddy got and I got paid this week from him, and it was really good. Well, come to find out, his identity got stolen, and then he found out that from his bank that he was having a quote unquote trip to Italy on a bus and some other payments. One of them was a $1.09 payment, and then his bank account got shut down, and he was like, "Whoa!" And then he found out about that. So he had to run a bank and found all that information out. So he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and won't be working for a couple of days because of that crap. And this was supposed to be a temp job. He's an old work buddy of mine. I knew from another time working with him in a sandwich shop. Anyways, it's aggravating right now, so I'm still trying to look for another job while still working with him. And it's not just me that he's working with. It's another helper of his that is learning how to lay floors more than I am, but I help with cleanup. But I just say pray for him, I guess. Because he was going on a storm saying it's going to get the guy prosecuted and he's going to go to jail or something to that effect, or press charges. Because that was... I don't know how all that stuff works. I think he may have gotten his wallet stolen, must have stolen something, and kept everything intact, but was sneaky about it. So c'est la vie. Anyways, so I'm looking for another job. I am not going back to the t-shirt place. I do not want to work there anymore. I don't want to deal with that. It's too much of a headache. So, anyways, thanks for listening to me. How was your day? Put it down below. I sound a little self-centered, so go ahead and just put your day down below, or your week down below. How you doing? So, bye.